Before you ever take the club back, the round has already begun. Every golfer walks onto the course with a story already running in the background, a quiet, rehearsed script about who they are as a player, the inconsistent one, the streaky one, the guy who can't string it together, the woman who always loses it late in the round. They don't say it out loud, but it's there, and once that story is active, the swing simply follows it. A golfer who has already decided they're inconsistent will find a way to make the round inconsistent, even when their mechanics are good enough to play steady golf. That's why so many players keep chasing fixes that never stick. The real breakthrough doesn't happen on the range. It happens when you stop bringing the same pre-decided golfer to the course and start bringing one who expects something different. Here's the truth most golfers never see. Inconsistency isn't a swing problem, it's a self-concept problem. Most golfers are playing two games at once. There's the physical game, the one everyone can see, and then there's the internal game, the one that quietly decides what's possible today. When a golfer has already decided they're inconsistent, every good stretch feels like a fluke. Every mistake feels like confirmation. They don't trust the good shots. They brace for the bad ones. And the round mirrors their expectations, not their actual ability. The swing becomes a servant to the story the golfer is telling about themselves. And until that story changes, no amount of range work will build the steady player they're trying to become. Think about how many rounds you've played where one bad shot set the tone for everything that followed. You missed a fairway, and something inside you said, "Here we go again," as if the round was simply returning to who you believe you are. That reaction, that meaning you attach to a single miss, that's what locks the old golfer back in place. It's not the mistake that hurts you. It's the story you tell about it. One bad shot becomes proof of a pattern, and once that pattern is confirmed, the rest of the round becomes a search for more evidence. This is the loop. The golfer expects inconsistency, the mind looks for it, and the swing delivers it. Until that loop is broken, you'll keep living out the same round, just with different pin positions. This is exactly why mechanical work so often falls short. You can spend hours building a better move on the range, but the moment you step onto the course, the old golfer takes the club back. The swing you practiced gets replaced by the swing that matches your self-expectation. The mechanics didn't disappear, the golfer swinging them just didn't change. Most players think they need a new technique. What they really need is a new internal operator. Until the golfer you bring to the course changes, every mechanical improvement gets filtered through the same old lens. The swing can only express the golfer who's holding the club. But here's the good news, and this is important. The golfer you've been bringing to the course is not permanent. It's not fixed. It's not who you truly are. It's just who you've been assuming you are. And most players have no idea how quickly that assumption can change. The moment you start showing up with a different internal story, one that expects steadiness instead of streakiness, the game responds. Your swing doesn't need to be rebuilt. It needs a different golfer swinging it. When you bring a calmer, more certain version of yourself to the course, the same mechanics you've spent years grinding on finally have a chance to express themselves. Consistency stops being something you chase. It becomes something you allow. This book is about changing the golfer you bring to the course, not by forcing confidence, not by pretending, and not by stacking more swing thoughts on top of an already crowded mind. It's about learning how to show up as the golfer you intend to be, the steady one, the composed one, the one who doesn't unravel after a single mistake. Every chapter ahead will show you how to make that shift in a way that feels natural, not manufactured. You'll learn why your current patterns feel so stubborn, how to break the loop that keeps recreating the same round, and how to step onto the course as a different golfer without changing your swing at all. What you're about to learn isn't theory. It's a practical process, built on awareness, intention, and small daily shifts that compound over time. You'll understand how the mind creates patterns, how those patterns shape your performance, and how to replace the old, inconsistent golfer with a calmer, more capable version of yourself. By the time you reach the final chapters, you won't just understand this concept, you'll feel it. To change the golfer you bring to the course, you first have to understand the one you've been bringing, not the swing, the state you show up in. Every round begins long before the first tee shot. shaped by the thoughts, expectations, and quiet assumptions you carry with you. This inner state determines how your swing holds up under pressure, how you respond to mistakes, and how steady you remain when the round starts to tilt. Most golfers never examine this part of their game, yet it influences every shot they hit. That's why the next chapter begins with the most important element of performance, your consciousness, the golfer you are aware of being when you step onto the course, until you understand that nothing else can truly change.